Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video is one of those topics that I like, you know, a matured woman giving advice to the younger women, just so you know this is what you should expect. And the reason why I like videos like this is because a lot of our mothers don't talk, and I'm speaking as an African girl. Lots of our mothers don't tell us the truth. They keep telling us, oh, marriage is lovely. Once you get married, just save your husband, blah blah blah. They don't tell you like the reality. They don't prepare. In fact, let me just say, they never prepared the women. They just groom you quite alright to get married, but they don't prepare you like what this is what you should expect. And when this arises, this is what you should do. These are the mistakes I did in my own marriage, but you don't do it. I don't know if you guys get my point. So let's take a listen to what this woman said. Don't fake it for a new man, not for social media. Quit worrying about what other people think. If your husband sucks, don't do him the favor and tell social media he's great. Don't post him at all. But I think I will never understand women that come to social media to lie. Some even go as far as buying gifts and sending it to themselves as like their husband has sent it. Or they'll buy something and they'll come on social media and say, oh, my husband bought this. And people will be saying, oh, God, when? God, when? I saw a post yesterday of a content creator that came out to say that she was the one that paid for the whole wedding, everything. And let me tell you, African wedding is not cheap. African wedding is not cheap. There are a series of events that surrounds getting married to an African girl. Serious, not just one, not two, not three. You do a lot of things, and all of them involves money. She was the one that did it. She said she even went ahead to even withdraw money to give her husband to spray on the day of their wedding day. That was how bad. And let me tell you, they ended up divorcing a few years after getting married. I love people being happy. I love good marriages. That's of course, if you're following my channel, that's what I'm preaching. But that doesn't mean you should not be a fool and choose the wrong man and be loving the wrong man. See, if you pour love on the wrong man, no matter how much love you pour on him, he'll still be a wrong person and will treat you bad because he doesn't even see you as a human being. He does not respect you. The same goes for men. If you are loving on the wrong woman, providing for her, doing everything, she's not going to respect you. She's not going to submit you because she does not see you worthy enough for her submission. That's just as simple as that goes. But let's listen to what Mama
The
Lisa has
things
to
that I've
say.
been saying, specifically trying to appeal to married women, is not to make anybody hate men, not to inspire any divorces or whatever. It's just simply knowledge. I just simply want to open minds to things that a lot of married women are missing, especially women who got married young. There's no way that getting married young doesn't stifle your mental growth. There's no way, because marriage is all consuming. And then you throw a couple of kids in there, there's no more time for you. Your life has now become a life of servitude. There's no more time for you. Your life has now become a life of servitude.
I won't even lie. Even as a young, as a single girl, I already know that marriage is actually consuming because once you get married, you're no longer living for yourself. It even gets worse when you start having children. Your life is no longer yours. So that's why I don't think I ever understand people that start giving birth immediately getting married. You've never had time to figure the rhythm for your rhythm as a family, as a new couples. You've not even figured it out. You don't even know the rhythm you guys will be going on, how you want the children to come in, what when they're coming, what they should meet. Nothing. You've not set that stage, but bam, you're already giving birth. Ha. I don't think I will ever understand that. As a single girl watching from outside, I will never understand it. Maybe you guys that are married, you better explain it to, but I will never understand it because I want to know my husband. I want my husband to know me. Because life as a married people is different from a single while dating. You can never compare the two. Even though like you guys just there's no really much difference if you guys have good relationship. But the dynamic will surely change. The dynamic will
And
always
serving
change.
others, and almost no time to pour into you in most cases, because most marriages are average. Most married couples can't afford services to help the wife out, like a nanny or a maid or a cook. So the wife is doing all of that work. She's doing the work of multiple people for a man's very average salary in most cases. And even in that case where she's doing all this free labor, I'll call it, he's still not good to her. Most men don't deserve a wife. A wife, for the most part, is a luxury, okay? You're getting all of that free service, all of that free labor, and having to invest almost nothing for it. Nothing, okay? Most wives are very lonely because they lost themselves in what they thought was going to be the ticket to the good life, only to find out a year or two down the road that, wow, this sucks, but I'm already in it, so I gotta make the most of it, okay? Most marriages, like you see optics on Facebook, I call it optics. People are showing you what they want to see. They make it look good. They write these long anniversary posts. Everything's just so great, but you know what's going on behind the scenes, okay? And I'm not saying all marriages are absolutely terrible. No. But I will say most are not good and most are not anything to envy at all. Because if you think about it, how is it supposed to be some type of privilege to deal with a grown man who in most cases is incompetent emotionally and mentally, and then is cheating on you on top of that? How is that supposed to be the dream life? You know what I'm saying? So many women insist that their husband would never. Not my husband, not my husband. Has your husband ever been tested? Like in a tempting scenario that you know of? Okay, if your husband was in a room with a few women, and let's say you told him, hey, you can sleep with these girls, no strings attached, you think he's going to turn that down and be like, no, I love you so much, I can't do that? No way. There's no way. In that case, I will say it's a 0% of that happening.
Well, let's be honest. There are men that are disciplined, even as single men. They are very disciplined. You don't even see them sleeping around, even if you offer them for free. So I would say that there are a lot of men like that actually, very disciplined. Do you think it's only women that treasure their body? Why do we like to think like that? Why do we like to think like that? Or it's only a woman that can be faithful in that aspect? Don't you know there are a lot of women that are promiscuous, even in their marriage? You don't know. A lot of them. Just that women are more secretive than men. That's just the only difference. Women are more secretive than men. You've not heard stories of a woman in a matrimonial home, all four of her children are not the husbands, like all four of them. It happened in my country here. Like the man, the very day the man discovered, the man slumped and died straight up. And the woman did no remorse. She even left the country with the man that she was having an affair with when the husband died. Like no remorse at all. And that's my gender for you. So like we like to give this autonomy, like, oh, women are the only ones that can be faithful in every scenario. Come on, let's stop lying to ourselves. I don't know why we
men
like
are
lying to
only
ourselves like that.
as faithful as their options. I promise you. If your husband has a job, if your husband has a phone, if your husband has social media, that's 3 for 3. Your risks or your chances of him cheating are very high. And if it's not exactly physical, he's going to be texting another woman frequently. He's going to be responding to another woman's stories. He might be, actually, chances are really high he's emotionally attached to somebody at work. We've all worked in retail, most of us, or warehouses, or just any of the basic jobs. We all seen the affairs and all the flirting and everything that goes on there. How do women think that their husband is going to be the exception? Most of these men aren't hard to sleep with, okay? They're eager and they're ready and willing as long as it doesn't affect their comfortable life, okay? So my whole thing is just having married women open their eyes a bit. It's not saying, oh, you should get a divorce or don't mess with a man ever again and stuff like that. It's just being in reality, because I can guarantee you that most married women are getting ripped off. Marriage is a participation trophy. Anyone can get married. Anyone can go to the courthouse and get married. There is nothing like royal or regal or that's not a luxury. That's not a privilege. Anybody can do it. Most people don't have a marriage to envy, okay? Where two people are growing at the same time, where two people feel poured into and stuff like that. So that's really all I'm saying. And like I said, most married men are cheating in some form or another. This is why I personally couldn't get married, okay? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm a possessive motherfucker. If I'm going to deal with a man I pour everything into that, okay? I'm not a half-ass person. I'm not a nonchalant person and stuff like that. So why would I pour that love into someone who's trying to search for it elsewhere as well while using my love at the same time? No way. It's not that important to me to have a man. You know what I'm saying? No way. It's not that important to me to have a man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just so sad when I see people write off themselves because, oh, I don't give half-ass, and I don't want to point to somebody that at the end of the day I'll discover that he's not what I wanted. What about you telling yourself, the way I am, I'm going to be intentional in choosing the man for myself, and I'm going to get a man that will be compatible with me. Why is it that we're always thinking a negative and we use negative to form our decision? I respect her choice because she doesn't want to try. That means she's not willing to work and get the right person. There are people that have done it, and like the woman we saw, I don't know if you guys have seen that video. She chose right twice. Do you know what it means? And even she got married, her first married, her husband was wonderful for 29 years. And when the man died, she still met and found another love. And she's happy in her 50s now. I think she's in her 60s now. That she's so happy that she never thought that in her lifetime she'll fall in love 2 times. What I've also noticed is, see, life is what you expect as far as your eyes can see. If you think this is going to happen to you, it's going to happen to you. Whatever you expect, that's what you get. But let me guys know, of course, but to balance it, what she's saying, it also makes a lot of sense. A lot of people are faking it on the internet, and if you're part of people that you don't have informed knowledge for yourself, you are following what social media says, your name is sorry. Like, I feel so bad for you that social media is what you use as your model to define your life. Your name is sorry. Like, you keep falling to the wrong hands over and over again until the day you decide to wake up and tell yourself the truth and love yourself and choose yourself. That's until that day. Your name is sorry. See you on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, guys.